Hey guys, this is Malekith with episode 18 of my Crusader Kings 2 series. So where we left off, we're busy fighting down here in Spain at the moment. Um, this large Muslim nation here, which also has some territory just in here you can see, decided to declare war on us. They are the guys that we initially took this land off of, so it's not entirely surprising. They currently have they had a monstrous army in here which we managed to take out with a combination of holy orders, mercenaries and every troop we had. All that's left now is 1,400 troops of the two mercenary armies who are busy picking off the small straggler armies scattered around to try and get our war score up. I'm just basically trying to avoid these guys. They seem to be sort of hovering around mainly because there's other armies in the area sieging their stuff if they're not paying too much attention to them. The Queen, she's 68, near death. Both her husbands have died, one executed, one in prison. There's been a spate of her sons dying off. So this guy, we don't really know how he died, he just sort of did. He was the heir. The second son's fine, but he doesn't inherit. The first son's grandsons are the new heirs. And then the third son, Joffrey, was our steward, but he apparently tried taxing far too many people, got jumped by a mob of peasants and was clubbed around the head till dead. So he's been dragged away, and his body's probably in this river somewhere. So anyway, let's continue. We need to do something about this large army. A new holy order was just created, so I was just going to investigate that. There they are. I can just about afford them in terms of piety. So as you can see, that just definitely did go down, so it does cost you to hire them. But there doesn't seem to be a monthly cost to run them at the moment. There was definitely earlier. We do, however, now need the boats for them, so I'll have to run around hiring all these again. Should be more than enough. This one. So that was our mercenaries fighting one of the small armies. Have the embark on that and sail down here. We'll send the mercenaries to meet up with them. So as you can see, these guys are replenishing as time goes by. But let's go in for the showdown. And there's there's two armies of huge numbers in there, so maybe I want to wait a moment because they're hiding. I'm not quite sure how the numbers there work, so I'm not going to risk that. I think I will march away, deal with these guys, and come back to that when it's more obvious how many troops are actually there. Because that does say 22,000, but I'm not entirely sure what that value is. It might be the amount of resources they require or something. In fact, I'm fairly certain that is. Yeah, okay. We'll come back and deal with them. I am, however, I can't replace that middle army because that's the Breton company. They just have a terrible leader. So these heavy cavalry should turn the tide of this quite heftily, especially with the number sort of superior numbers. Okay, what's this? We've had a revolt there. We'll march up and deal with that in a minute, I think. Send the boats home. What's this? So, in an effort to defend Sweden against pagan attacks, the king has granted the Teutonic Order, which are the ones I've hired, the county of Kola. And what's this? An offer of peace from this guy. But I think I'll wait till I've destroyed his army before I go accepting that. Seeing as I'm paying to destroy it, I might as well not waste the money. And it means I can ransom back these guys. So what's he say? He's saying that I should lose 100 prestige and he should lose some piety. Decisions, I think I'll tell him to get stuffed. So let's go deal with these rebels. So these are just lightly armoured peasants. So they, yeah, we lost 59 troops and they lost 1,000. Never expected much resistance, to be honest. So the prisoners are getting uppity. Let's see if I can ransom some off. So for this guy, I'll get 25 gold. Why not? It's all money. And for the other one, again. Let's go in here and help the King of Burgundy. The Army of Grimm, England. Awesome name. So there you go. It's destroyed that army. We'll go back to sieging these guys, I think. So the English have got an army down here. We do have a rather large army up here that's not at war with us, but it is a Muslim nation's army, so I need to keep an eye on that. Only because of the damage it will do to the other Christian kings in the area. So we're about to finish this siege here. There we go. So the Teutonic Order, which are the ones I've got hired again, have just been given a second county. Okay, some more peasants have rebelled, all the way up there. How many are there? 900. So if I dispatch the 2 mercenary companies, they should be able to deal with it. Meanwhile, the knightly orders are busy sieging these things. Yep, that's the peasants put down. So the mercenaries can return to the army now. Sit them together. So it's 3 peasants of Galloway have revolted. Apparently the Scottish haven't been drinking their iron brew. The army of Gilbert. Alright, we know who to blame now. Okay, let's raise some levies. And that will have done some down here as well, won't it? Let's dismiss these ones back again. Ah, a revolt's broken out in my home province, and that's a lot of troops. Obviously these guys weren't happy with the Guinness supplies going with the army. Gonna need a lot of troops to put these down. That's some fairly sizable armies coming out of these units, these ones on the bottom here. Let's tone that down a bit. Okay, so then you guys can go in there and deal with them. Meanwhile down here, the French are busy sieging these guys. We're working on the last building in there. And this army's going to go in and deal with these rebels. That's one rebellion put down. And the second one. Dismiss all those guys and all these ones. Ah, my steward's idle. I forgot about that after the last one got himself killed. We'll see about just improving the economy, seeing as getting more taxes seems to be a health risk. So just speed this up to get it going. So we should capture this last garrison. There we go. Let's move on to this one. This is a plot to kill my grandson. Oh no, wait. My grandson wants to kill somebody. Let's have a look. My grandson wants to kill another grandson. Yeah, we're not going to have that. Dare not refuse. There we go. Told off by a 70-year-old woman. Nanny knows best. So he wants peace again now. What's he say? So he'll lose 150 piety, he'll lose 200 prestige, he'll pay me 418 gold, and I gain 200 prestige. I think I can roll with that one. So who are the vassals that might revolt? Really? What are you so peeved about? He's complaining about absolute crown authority, he's a pretender to the Kingdom of Ireland. He's ambitious. Basically there's nothing I can do to deal with that. But it did say maximum crown authority.
They moved in from route by the server.
I'm just going to pause that there, guys. Give me a sec. Okay, so as you can see here, something I didn't notice, the Kingdom of Castille, which is the one we took over down here, has maximum crown authority, which it gives me more troops, but it means people like me a lot less. I think I'll drop it to high because it's the Queen setting it, and you can only do it once per rule, and she's not going to rule for much longer. And then I can always change it back again in the next person's life if that's more to my liking. So Sweden's giving them another territory. And I'm going to disband these. There we go. Now, time to throw in some upgrades. Guard quarters there. Do the castle there. Let's improve the town. Small university. No, let's go for that one. The church. What can we do with the church? Let's give them the guard quarters. And in here, we'll upgrade this castle as well. And that should be enough to spend enough of the treasury. So that I'm back down to my minimum amount that I want to keep for being able to hire mercenaries and stuff. Let's carry on. Smallpox has broken out in the county of my last remaining son. Anyone would think it's trying to kill off a generation. Okay, this is a new one. The Chancellor's doing such a good job I can just have him instantly improve relations with either the castle or the town. I'll go with the town, seeing as it was the peasants that revolted a minute ago. So you can see there's a big French army here marching around, Burgundy as well. If we switch to the country view, you can see Portugal's got a little bit of land up here, but still only these two provinces really. Leon's managed to get itself declared as a kingdom. Not quite sure how they've managed that with the percentage of land they own. I should really try and finish off these guys in here, but considering she's 73, she's already getting on a bit, and having a civil war break out in the middle of a holy war at the same time is never going to end well. Let's have a check what my vassals think of me. Same guy. Oh, they all seem to like me so far. 77. That's the son again, isn't it? Or grandson even. 100. So it seems, despite the initial problems that the Queen had, she's managed to get it under control in her twilight years. Mainly through beheading everybody in sight. Okay, we've got a plot going on. So my grandson seeks to kill the other grandson again. He's clearly got nothing better to do, especially with his dodgy little French moustache. So look, Holy Roman Empire's doing well for itself. Look, it's united Savoy and all the other little provinces that were rebelling. It seems to be pushing down into Sicily and still taking chunks out of France. The Byzantines, however, are not faring well. Look at this. He's fighting a lot of counts and dukes. It's all-out civil war over here. But then if you actually have a look at this province itself, you can look how many territories you've got in there, which is crazy considering its area on the map. But it makes sense for that to be Constantinople, so. But anyway, let's get back over here. So we've got a monstrous Burgundy army stomping around down here now. 16,000 troops is quite silly. They do seem to be dying, however. Probably because they can't supply that many troops. Yeah, supply limit 12,000. So basically, troops are starving. He needs to find some people to throw them at. Alternatively known as finding some spears to run onto. But you know, they're French, so they don't fight very well anyway. They're just trying to run away all the time. Continuing my standard stereotyping. Okay, there's no more crusade for that region. Queen Solene is still going strong, age 75. She's apparently the cruel, but she's definitely expanded Ireland's borders tremendously. Unlike her father, who took a mace to the head within the first sort of few days. Okay, we've got a revolt. Should put it down quite nicely. So there's some fighting going on in Scotland. Not quite sure how the Duke of Galloway, even though he doesn't own Galloway, is busy conquering things. He doesn't want to risk a ducal claim on my province, though, it seems. Oh wait, here we go. Who's this? My grandson has declared war, and he's trying to set this province up on his own. So let's see just how many troops he's got in there. Quite a few, but not as many as I seem to have. So this is the other grandson. It's not the heir, this is the other, his brother. Okay, what's this? A talented artist wants to paint an iconic portrait of one of the old kings. So I can pay for it and get some prestige, or I can lose opinion with absolutely everybody. So I think we'll go for the painting. So he seemed to be doing quite well to start with, but then it's sort of turned around. What's this? Oh no, we have a different... We had smallpox, now we have typhus, trying to kill off the last remaining son of the queen. It seems calm as a bitch. Beheadings result in your sons dying horribly. What's this? Ah, the Count of Kildare has died. That was the heir, which now means I think the guy revolting possibly is the new heir. Yes. Oh, this gets better. It's never simple, is it? The Irish just have to make things difficult for themselves. Actually, for those old enough. I don't need these ones. So, time to send some reinforcements down. I bet he kind of wishes he hadn't rebelled now, seeing as he's going to be in charge. He's busy fighting against his own kingdom. Could be a right bastard about it and behead him for it. But, you know, I'm fast running out of heirs here. So now we just have to siege him down. Oh, hang on. This just got interesting. So the Queen's finally died. Oh. And because this guy was busy revolting... Oh no, that is me, I think. Yes, it is. Okay. So, which territories do I own? Those three, not Desmond. It goes to my niece. I do own the three here. So all of these can get dismissed. Okay, so we've still got an inheritance warning there. Pick an ambition. He's already got a queen. What's this? Get at least 500 piety. I can try for it. I don't think it'll happen. Can press a ducal claim on this place. Vassals might revolt. This guy's the most likely, which is Galloway. And new important decisions, I can hold a grand tournament, which I think I would do. Council all like me. Where am I based? Connaught. So let's deploy the Spymaster there. And the research. And we'll sow some dissent in Toledo. Why not? Okay, here we go. His cousin has declared war, which is Galloway. So time to march over there and show him who's boss. Ah, we can call somebody to aid us, which is the Duke of Savoy, which is the guy all the way in here. So that'll be absolutely no use at all, but it's nice to see at least. So for the next 2 months there's a grand tournament. Sadly a small war will delay this. Damn you, cousin. Prepare to die. Nope, he's legged it. Which brings to mind the Brave Brave Sir Robin song from Monty Python. For anyone who knows what it is, I don't need to say any more. For anyone who doesn't, go look on YouTube. If you really don't know who Monty Python are, then, well, you don't deserve to be in this channel. Go on. Off. Leave now. Oh, that didn't go to plan. There we go. You managed to sneak across from the other strait. Merge those together and go deal with the rebels. And now we can chase this army around while he busily sieges his castle. And that's them destroyed. What's this? The Teutonic Order. An effort to defend Hungary against pagan attacks. Someone's given them some more land. So they seem to have a lot of land now. These boats still doing here, I need to dismiss these. There we go. So we're just sieging this guy down now. I'm one territory short of being full, so I think I'll claim this one for myself once I'm done. What's this? Diplomatic skill of the Chancellor is deplorable. No matter what task I give him, he always manages to disappoint. So I can tell him he's not good enough, shape up. I can have it so everyone knows I don't trust him. Or I can gain 20 gold, he loses 20 gold, and then he dislikes me for 20. So basically, he's cost me money, he can end up paying me for it. I'm going to go with telling him to shape up. Because with this much money, I don't really need 20 gold. I'm wondering, does this guy own any other land? Yes. He owns these two, which I didn't spot. Who is his heir? My other cousin. Not necessarily a bad thing. So he's not interested in my demands yet. But I've started to overrun my time slot, guys, so I'm going to stop this here and we'll continue to deal with him down in these regions in the next episode. So look forward to seeing you then.